name is Elon, and I'm a graphic designer, artist. So what y'all can get from me today is a brief lesson in how to design a t-shirt. So what we want to do is start out with one of the, I'm going to show y'all two designs I did. So first design, we have this, which is the Golden Age, piece of art. I call it Golden Age because, basically that's what it says. I made it creative. So what we want to do is, first of all, I'll tell you what software I'm in, because y'all need to know how to use this software right here called Photoshop. This one is where I do like 75% of my work in Photoshop. So right here, what we're gonna do is transfer this design to a t-shirt. We're gonna do a mock-up t-shirt. So what I want to do is take the background off of this design, because we're gonna put this design on a white t-shirt. So the best thing possible is just to have a clean design. And let's see. All right. One thing when you do t-shirts is to always have a very large design, because the larger the design is.
Golden Age because it's called gold. Is it called Golden Age because it's gold?
Well, I called it Golden Age because I just it gives you like a basically a feeling of old school. It's an old school vibe, you know what I mean? And it could be old school hip hop, old school jazz, old school soul music, and whatever else comes to mind. What I'm gonna do is show you guys the layers I got, because you have to work with different layers when you do a t-shirt design. And pretty much I got all my layers on here. My word. This is just different layers. Like I took away the text, so now you just left with the actual just the drawing I did.
So how'd you get the text on there?
With the text, I drew that and scanned it into the computer. I scanned the pattern in the design too. The pattern that's back here, I drew that and scanned it. Then let's see what else we got.
So when you scan it, it goes right into the computer?
Yeah, it goes right into the
When you
computer.
scan it, okay.
And to scan it in, we just use a software called, you can use Photoshop or InDesign. See right here, I drew this with a pencil, then I went over it with a marker, and then I had to turn my drawing of the word Golden Age into 3D. Did that, which was in Illustrator. Then the next thing was to go into, the next thing was to go into Photoshop.
So what made you pick those colors?
Because like I said, we are in the Golden Age. And then I just said, you know what, let's turn the whole thing gold. There's no reason for it to be any other colors. I wanted to keep a color scheme that was like real basic. I didn't want it to be too colorful at all.
Okay, so how do you snapshot on the computer?
Control-Shift-3. There we go. Let's get into me transferring the design onto the t-shirt.
Alright.
So here's the design. We want to know what this looks like before we even get into going onto a t-shirt in real time. Because there's no point in printing this onto a t-shirt and we don't even know how it's laid out. We'll take this design, just drag it on top, put it on top of the t-shirt. And as you see, I got it right here. It's too large. Now, the fact that it's too large means that we gotta do some adjustments to it. And to make that happen, we're gonna have to zoom out And one thing you could do if you wanted to, but I think that takes longer. You could go up to the scale percentage and go like, you could turn it down to like 20 by 20, so it can actually fit on the t-shirt, because that's what we need, number one. Now zoom back in, and we got this on top of the t-shirt. So now I know what y'all might think. It looks like it's just like slapped on there and it just looks fake. It looks artificial and all that, which that's what you should think. So like next step is we're gonna go over here to this panel, the layer panels, and what we have is different filters. Go into, click on multiply. What that's gonna do is actually make it wrinkle on top of the t-shirt, so it looks like we're looking at an authentic t-shirt and all that good stuff. And this is it right here. You got your t-shirt design on this. This is the first design. If we have more time, I'm gonna show you the second design, how I'm gonna put that on a white t-shirt. I'm only doing white t-shirts for right now. In the near future though, we will be doing different colors. We will be doing different color t-shirts. But look at how I scaled it down some more, and it's actually in the center of the t-shirt, so that way you got a crisp, fresh white tee with a design on it. And that is how you pretty much go into doing the t-shirt before it's going to go into the press machine, the heat press. That's really what they use. Two different types of methods. They use a heat press, and then they use a laser printer, some type of scanning method, but screen print, right, screen print. So here we go with let's see. This is a little design I did. And keep in mind, I just did these for fun. Now I could sell these t-shirts because it's original artwork. And that's one thing you have to keep in mind, is to make sure your work is original whenever you do want to get into the t-shirt printing business. Now, there are some people that do t-shirts that don't even design them. They just like distribute them for somebody else to design them. And that's cool and dandy. That's all fine and dandy, but if you think you're an artist, you should actually get in and try and do your own artwork, because in the long run it'll pay off, and you can sell your t-shirts. You can sell your work more. You can actually sell your work more. So with this design, I just did the same method as the first one. You see how large it is? It's way too big for the t-shirt. And what I did was go to, now let's backtrack, because I didn't tell you guys what I did to actually get to the scale down section. You got to go to edit at the top of the screen, go down to transform, and then in the panel right here, the first option is to do the scale. And when you scale this down, the easier way to do it really is just to like take the mouse and just pretty much, now look at my finger right here. Actually, when you scale it down, you got to hold on to the shift key. The keyboard on the Mac and then on the Windows, it doesn't differ too much, so you can still, use the same technique. Because it's really, it's really like, as a designer, for me, I've had to go back and forth from Mac to Windows, because there's not one better than the other. You just got to use what works for you at the time. I did the Golden Age t-shirt for the fellas, because the guys might want something more of a masculine look to it. And now I did one for the ladies, for the females, because when you do t-shirt designs, you want to cater to who you're selling to, your market, your target audience, because you gotta know who's gonna buy your t-shirts. And mainly 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be the young people. Young people buy t-shirts all the time with designs on it. And what I did was go back to the multiply section under my layers, because you could do these other things, but you're just gonna end up looking real like, you know, you're gonna look real cheap doing this type of stuff because it's not really. It just looks horrible. And some of this stuff is trial and error. Now, Photoshop is a software where you can do like 100 different things. But I showed you guys how to do t-shirts because one part of being an artist is actually being able to transfer your work onto a bigger medium, a bigger platform, and all that type of stuff. Because when you do designs, yeah, you could put them online on the internet and all that, but people can easily steal your work like that, and you have to copyright it before you even put it online. And it doesn't cost much to copyright all your artwork. You can put like 100 different designs in one copyright form, and you only spend anywhere from like $60 to like $80. You're not spending too much money. I mean, I forgot the actual rate, but it's not that much money. So y'all got any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much are your t-shirts?
My t-shirts, I'm only selling them for 10 a piece, 10 a shirt, because there's a website out, because I do a lot of my t-shirts temporarily. I'm selling my t-shirts online on this website called bigcartel.com, which they helped me actually get a better, you know, idea of how much my t-shirts should go for. But that's not to say that I'm not going to be having my own small little shop or my own little, you know, distribution retail department. You know, I could sell my t-shirts for 10 a piece at the mall. So you might find me in any mall that you go to in the DC, Prince George's County area, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this is the software, once again, Photoshop. Photoshop is where I do not like, I say like 75% of my work. Now,
where do you download Photoshop at?
Go to, well, we don't have internet service right now, but what you do is go to Adobe, ADOBE.com, which they have a package for all types of people that are into art, whether you do film, photography, you do illustration and video, and what else? You do publishing. So now, what I do, I don't want to take forever. We're about to wrap it up. But what I do is I can do my design in Illustrator as well, because in Illustrator you have to be able to transfer. Just you could scan your art into Illustrator or Photoshop, but both softwares work. They go hand in hand. So this is what Illustrator is. And does anybody have any questions before I wrap it up? Any extra stuff? Because I am looking to I am looking to build with you guys. If any of you guys are like trying to get a little small business going on, because we're going to be doing those Trayvon Martin t-shirts as well. Okay. So if anybody is looking to build with me and collaborate, because this is right now I'm at Better Method Development Center, and we're doing this. This is all volunteer work. I'm here with the youth, and pretty much look forward to us doing those Trayvon Martin t-shirts. I think they're saying Trayvon Martin boycotts Florida. My YouTube page is youtube.com/needadesign17, and pretty much that's where y'all can find my work. I'm a graphic designer, and that's it. Let's look forward to doing more designs with all the youth.